Looking for something easy to make and really addictive in that flavor. Today, we're going to make some spicy steak bites on a bed of cauliflowered rice. Welcome to our kitchen and Keto with Kenny. So like I said, today we're going to be able to take steak bites and marinate them and cook them in such wonderful flavors that they are so easy to make. So a lot of recipes, you whipping egg whites, getting those stiff peaks, using almond flour, using color. So no, we're going to add just some nice ingredients, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ingredients, including the steak, which are, here's our ingredients right there. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by cutting up our steak. So we're just gonna take regular sirloin steak, inexpensive. If you've got a 6'3", 215-pound, 21-year-old son who comes over to eat, you gotta find something that's cost effective to be able to make. So we're just gonna cut this up into little cubes, about 1 inch by 1 inch. We'll get one more. All right, and the key to making these really, really addicting is to make sure that we dry our steak bites. So we're gonna take some paper towels, or just spread it out, and we're gonna pat this dry, because that dry is what's going to help absorb the flavor and really cook it through. So I'm gonna grab some paper towels, and we're just gonna pat it just a little bit. We're just trying to make sure that we don't have any extra moisture. That moisture is what's gonna make it steam, and we don't want it to steam. We want it to char and get a nice little caramelized flavoring with what we're putting together. So we're just gonna keep patting it dry. There we are. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make it easy. So we're gonna put it into a skillet, just right there into this little skillet here. We're gonna use a tablespoon of butter, because in keto, we all know that butter is good for us. So grass-fed butter, we're just gonna put that in there. We're gonna start our skillet to about 350. So we're gonna let that sit. So I've already taken just a packaged cauliflower, riced cauliflower, and I've microwaved it, got it ready to go. So it's already set off to the side. So as soon as we're done here, we're gonna add. So we're gonna take these steak bites that we've already got set, and we're gonna go and push them off. Yes, I'm gonna cross-contaminate with some onion, because we're gonna put that onion right back into the cooking process. So we're not going to eat the onion raw. We are gonna take our onion and we're gonna cut it into half moons or into even littler pieces. Totally depends on how much you like onions and that flavor with them. So you don't have to use a whole onion, you can use a half. You don't have to use any onion if you don't like onions, so that's all right. But I do, family does, so we're just gonna take and cut these into nice little pieces. Really easy. Doesn't have to be beautiful, doesn't have to be exact, just doesn't have to have any fingers. And I'm gonna cut them into quarters instead of half moons, because they'll cook a little easier. So right there. Those are also the nice size to be able to make your burger with. So instead of buns, you use onions. We'll do that recipe later on. So now we've got this ready, and our butter is almost, you can hear it sizzling just a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get it all around. We don't want to crowd a steak in, so I might have too much steak to cook in our first round. So what we're gonna do is we'll cook it in multiples, because when it's crowded, like I said, that's how it's gonna steam. So we're just gonna set these in, and we're just going to get them nice and brown all over. And we're gonna take them back off again, and then we're gonna do our onions, and then we'll add all of our rest of our flavor. And it looks like right about half of that fit in there, so we'll set that back on. I'll give it the hands a rinse. turn it up just to about 400 and see if we can get those really to start browning easier, faster. And they don't have to cook all the way through because we're gonna add them back in once we've got our sauce and we've got our onions all mixed in and together in here. So we're gonna just let them sit for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them sit and cook. I'll let you know in a little bit how long they've cooked, and once we're ready, we'll move on to our onions. It's been about 15 minutes and we've got all of our steak. You can hear it really sizzling. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it off. It is ready to come off. Like I said, some of it may not be completely cooked, but that's all right because we're gonna put it back in here and give it a nice simmer once we've got all of our sauce together. Oh yeah, smells good already, just like it as it is, with a little bit of salt and pepper and that butter. But we are going to make it addictive by adding our sauce. Last bits. And we're not going to clean that out. We're going to leave it in there because that's part of the flavor that we're looking for. So we're going to add our other tablespoon of butter right into there. And then we're just going to put our onions in there. And we're going to let them cook until they get a little bit of nice soft yellowness to them. That out of the way. On there. Break these up a little bit. That beef char, and then now these onions in there. Woo, that is really good. That one's a little large. We're going to set it off, that one too. We'll do that. We'll use those later on. I'll cut those up a little bit. As our onions are working there, we're going to grab soy sauce, sriracha, rice vinegar, so I can reach for it, minced garlic, sesame oil. So we're going to go and add those into our flavors. Now I'm only going to put 1 tablespoon of sriracha in there because I like putting it on afterwards a little bit more once I've got it already added on the cauliflowered rice. But if you know you like it, add as much as you want. You can even add some chili pepper flakes to make it even spicier. There we are. We've got our onions starting to turn yellow, so we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. If you don't have soy sauce, you can use amino acids. We're looking for that umami flavor is what we're looking for. So there, we got 2 there. We're going to add, got a little, 1 tablespoon. Oh, and that looks like that's all I have. Let's see if I got a spoon to fit. There we are. 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm going to put that all in there. That off. Our rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of our sriracha. And you have to be careful on your sriracha sauce because there are some out there that are have some hidden carbs in there. This one is Red Rooster and only has less than 1 gram of total carbs, so that's not bad. And then 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Got it all placed in there. We're going to give it a little mix. Oh yeah, this is going to be delicious. Now this is going to take a little bit of time because we're trying to bring this thick sauce together. So we're going to let it sit, we're going to let it simmer, we're going to let it boil out some of this moisture, and it'll make those onions even better. So we're going to just do right there. We're going to let it sit probably about 5 to 10 minutes again, and then we're going to add our steak back in. It's been right about 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and add our steak right into our onions and sauce. We're just going to mix it all up in there, let that sauce and onions mix into the steak, coat all of those little pieces of steak, give those steaks just a little bit more warm up time. I wasn't hungry when we started, but I am now. Smells really good and looks good. And as you can see, it is a hearty meal. So you're getting steak, onions, a little bit of garlic, some other seasonings and oils that are not going to knock you out of ketosis. They're going to keep you, and you're probably looking at about 3, not quite 4 grams of carbs based on the little bits of carbs all the way through. Plus our onions have a little bit of carb in them. So right about 4, we'll say 4. Gonna let that cook just a little bit longer. So we've got all of that coating and nice set. Like I said, I already made myself just a little portion of cauliflowered rice, which is perfect to go along with that. No carbs in that. All right, looks like it's about ready. Let's go ahead and portion some of that up. There we are, take a look at that. And like I said, I like a little more sriracha on mine, so I'm gonna give it just a little bit up over the top, ready to taste that all up. So we're gonna go ahead and put the top over this. It's not so loud. There we are. Grab a fork. We'll give this a taste and see how we did. Tender, juicy, little spice, little kick. Garlic, onion, a little bit of that cauliflowered rice. That's a meal. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button and that notification so that you know what comes next. You don't want to miss out on what we have coming. Here's to health and happiness.